evening, everyone. This is Alex with 239. Thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully everybody was able to get acquainted with the Remo platform and make some use of the networking opportunity. I want to thank you all for coming. It's a tremendous honor to have you here with us today. I can't wait to share some of the awesome content that we have queued up to share with you. For anyone that I haven't met previously, so my name is Alex Allen. I'm the co-founder of 239 and the program director for 239 Labs. I have quite a few years of experience in software and technology in various roles, primarily focused on customer experience, and I'm tremendously passionate about the startup community and entrepreneurial ecosystem in Southwest Florida. I have a few housekeeping items that I do quickly want to share with you. So we're going to be doing our best to stay on schedule. That's part of why you saw the timer when you came in. And we are going to be sharing a lot of video content. While the video content is playing, you'll notice in the upper right-hand corner of my video, there's a full screen option. You're going to have the best experience if you full screen that video that I share, which I will be doing shortly. While in presentation mode, which we're in now, you can continue to chat through the chat tool on the right-hand side. If you do not want to utilize that, you can also minimize that and get that right out of the way. And if for some reason, when you're either networking or you're here in this in the presentation mode, something goes wrong, horribly awry, you can always reload or refresh your browser. It is highly recommended that you utilize Google Chrome for the best possible experience. Another quick note, the agenda is available in the upper right-hand corner next to the pink Remo logo, if you'd like to take a look at that. We do plan to have a break at 6:45 for about 15 minutes where we'll be able to network once again, and you'll be able to chat with some of the startups. And then we'll come back, have a little bit more content and our closing, and then more opportunity for networking. I do have a few more opening remarks, one video, and then we'll dive into the startup content. I'm sure you are all excited to know my goal for this evening is to speak as little as possible. I want to let the work of the startups speak for itself. Before we dive into that, I do want to single out a couple of people. They don't know that I'm doing this, by the way. So Michael and Serena, if you could quickly just turn on your cameras so people can see you. So we have Michael, I think Serena's here with us as well. So Michael and Serena joined our team right in the early stages of the pandemic. Fresh graduates of FGCU, just joining the workforce. They have been instrumental in our success since then. They've been rolling with the punches, keeping us operational and supporting everything that we do as we sprint and pivot and continue to try to provide value to our members, customers, and network. 239 Labs would not be what it is today without Serena, wherever she is, and Michael. So thank you both, and thank you for putting up with me and the rest of the 239 team. So Michael, thank you for that. Adios. Now, for those of you that may not be too familiar with the 239 brand, quick video to share with you that should start to answer that question. So I'm going to go ahead and share this screen now. Here at 239, our brands provide entrepreneurs, small businesses, and technology-focused organizations resources to excel in our Southwest Florida region and across the globe. 239 Work provides a physical space for the technology and entrepreneurial community. Through collaboration, mentorship, and informative events, our 16,000 square foot co-working space is designed to facilitate the connections required to establish a focal point for these communities to flourish under one roof. 239 Ventures identifies highly curated investments. Ventures is a trusted funding partner for founders and is equally focused on optimizing returns for our investors. In turn, this creates sustained economic opportunities, globally and locally. The Ventures network is also leveraged to support our ecosystem through their extensive experience and expertise in various areas. 239 Labs, run from 239 Work, provides startup companies and entrepreneurs with the necessary tools to accelerate growth and build successful companies. These companies will bring and retain economic opportunity, innovation, technology, and investment. To support all of these efforts internally and for the organizations we touch, we developed 239 Media, a digital media brand that supports early-stage businesses through affordable content and media development. If it's not apparent already, 239 is advancing, growing, and setting the standards to help grow our evolving ecosystem. To learn more about our brands, please visit our website at 239group.com or contact us at info@239group.com. Great. So hopefully that helped to answer some of the questions that those of you that are new to 239 have about who we are and what we do. Next, I would think it's important to recognize the individuals that have their combined effort has created the content, the atmosphere, and everything that is 239 Labs. So first, the mentors. We have 14 dedicated mentors that are working in lockstep with the startups through their journey, many of them here today. We've had more than double that quantity of subject matter experts presenting in person and or remotely, up to 8 hours of formal content each week. Again, many of those subject matter experts in attendance. Without your commitment to give back, none of this would be possible. The countless hours, the late nights, and the early morning calls, the introductions you've made, and the guidance and sanity checks you have provided to each of the founders will surely be passed on to the next generation through their own mentoring down the road. For our sponsors and supporters, Denton's and Michael Dana, thank you for all of your support of the group, not only as a sponsor, but also through the content and one-on-one guidance for these startups that founders with legal matters. To the audience, please take the time to learn more about Michael and Denton's by clicking on the video in the upper left-hand corner of the floor plan once we go back into the networking mode. To Tim Cartwright of Tamiami Angels and John Harthorne of Two Lanterns and Mass Challenge, the guidance and introductions that these two mentors have shared throughout the process have been absolutely critical to the success of our first cohort. So these two individuals are mentoring and sharing contacts with us at 239 so that we can deliver the best possible content. To Steve Walling, Mark Komanecki, and the Fusion Point team, your trust in us to carry forward the Fusion Point mission through 239 Labs and partnering to provide short and long-term support for entrepreneurs in the region has really helped to launch this effort. And to my partners with 239, Aaron Stafford and Brian Samuelson, none of this would be possible without you guys. Your support of me, your support of these efforts, your guidance along the way, and just a shoulder to lean on when necessary. I mean, it's absolutely, again, couldn't be possible without you guys. And then back to the 239 media team, content is king, and you have not disappointed. So with that, all that being said, let's get into the content. I think we're just on time, 1 minute late so far, so let's keep it rolling. So we will start out with 4 of the pre-recorded pitches from our first cohort. And then we will roll into a highlight reel of video that they've recorded throughout their experience.
Have you ever bought an article of clothing and thought, man, I wish I would have bought 5 of these because it just fit you so well? Well, that's the funny thing with clothing. It's one of the only consumer products we buy where a good fit is completely subjective. It's actually kind of hard to find something that fits well, especially when shopping online, because you can't try anything on, and with brands sizing their clothing differently from one another, you're never really sure what you're going to get. And because of this online fit problem, retailers lose over $65 billion every year in product returns. And not to mention, this is a huge strain on our environment. And with online sales expected to grow 4% year over year, it's only going to get worse. And they're constantly looking for a better way to learn what a customer's fit preference actually is. My name's Dave Damaris, and I'm the CEO and one of the founding partners here at Tailored. And we believe that the best way to learn a customer's fit preference remotely is by looking at the clothing they already own. So we created a patented, first-to-market artificial intelligence that can instantly capture the fit characteristics of a garment in a photo. So how does this work? Let's say you're in the market for a new pair of slacks, and you're going to try a new brand that a friend recommended to you. So you get to their website, but you have no idea what's going to fit you. Not to worry. Just grab a well-fitting pair of pants from your closet, lay them on the ground, and snap a photo with Tailored. And instantly, our software will do a dimensional comparison between your pants and all of the pants available on that website, and then show you the ones that are a fit match. Tailored operates as a B2B SaaS company. When we started, we were focused on trials with large retailers, and where we earned over $21,000 from Stitch Fix, Latote, and ThredUp. But now we're focused on scale. We charge clients a monthly tiered fee based on usage, and right now our average deal is worth about $3,000 in recurring revenue. But we believe by the end of 2023, that number will have increased to approximately $14,000 per customer per year, simply because of improvements to the technology and the increase in ROI we're going to be able to show our customers. Our leadership team consists of Jeff Collins, myself, and Matt Flagg. And with Matt Flagg being our acting CTO, he's got over 15 years of AI and machine learning experience. And Jeff and myself, our backgrounds are in finance, marketing, and sales, and we're well poised to scale this company. Tailored's go-to-market strategy has 3 focuses: direct sale, channel partners, and industry trade shows, with channel partners being a huge focus of ours right now. And we're actively in conversations with 3 companies in the clothing resale space who could bring Tailored an additional 260 clients within the next 18 months. There is a vast global market of apparel retailers and manufacturers who are constantly looking to add more effective online fitting tools and supply chain automation. And Tailored is well positioned to be a leader in this movement. Thanks for watching.
Hello, I'm Yari Carrizo and I'm co-founder of Propsy. Science fiction portrays the future of smart living as something distant from us. If we can take a deeper look, we can tell that technology is no longer a foreign subject, but actually an essential element to our lifestyle. It's everywhere and in everything, and it's here to make our lives easier and better. The good news is the truth is much closer than we think. With just a click of a button and a monthly subscription, we can bring it to the present. Discover a home automation system that has come to support us in this new era. Now it's possible to have complete control over our property through a simple and intuitive platform, offering hospitality services that bring the most comfort and convenience, and that can be easily administered remotely with your very own back-end team. Propsy is a home automation system for residents and landlords. On top of automating services, it also allows for flexible rental management. On the platform, the landlord can decide where to advertise the property, oversee the calendar, and review all the financial savings. Propsy is an under-commission, on-demand, subscription-based service, providing the service for the landlord to supervise and manage virtually from anywhere around the world. Propsy partners with buildings, developers, and property managers, making it easy for us to turn on neighborhoods overnight, making us very, very scalable. And we know it works. All marked spots represent Propsy cities with active users. All blue spots represent B2B, and all red spots B2C. All yellow spots represent Propsy users who've been with us for more than 2 years, giving us a retention rate of over 90%. Today in the US, there's a market size for short-term rentals of $40 billion, and $300 billion are spent on services provided on our marketplace. And this is just the beginning. We're already active in Brazil, developing South America, and in negotiations with the United Kingdom. With everything going automated and on demand, Propsy is your secret key to a new lifestyle, bringing back your most precious asset, your time.
Hi there, my name is Stephanie Gomez, co-founder and president of Stable Life Steps, and we're the home of the Stable Life system. You may not know this, we have a national issue called falls. 1 in 4 older adults falls each year, leading to about 36 million falls each year. This eventually leads to a $50 billion annual medical cost. Falls are actually the leading cause of death among older adults. And I actually get to experience that myself, as we've recently had 2 deaths in the family related to falls. And I also got to see my grandma going from an very active grandma into going through the hospitalization system, muscle atrophy kicking in for the lack of movement, went through home health, and even though she did get better, they left her with poorly made copies of exercises to do. So I did some research, found that there was nothing she can really do in the home as a program, easily accessible on her own, that we can help her. And I discovered that falls are related to the lack of a good home exercise program. Until now. So our system is a Peloton-like system for older adults with balance issues. We have the hardware and the software. We really focus on stability and safety. We also are focused on engaging, right, and accountability. We provide measurable results, and we save time and money. We do this, again, with the hardware. We have the stabilizer, we have a patented attachment, and we have the software, which is, you can log in anywhere from our website, any device, any phone, iPad, and then just continue the workouts. We do this by selling direct to consumer through our website. Anybody can go in, buy the program, we ship the product, and then they can log in actually as soon as they buy the subscription. We plan to do this by going in the market to fostering the relationships that become valuable referral sources for us. Anything in the home care space for assisted living, nursing homes, home care, private duty care, and we're blessed to be in an area where it's thriving in that industry because we are a retirement mecca for the United States. So we started with the program. We have the patented hardware. We did launch an MVP, and we're getting phenomenal results. And now we're looking and we're committed to do a larger pilot of about 70 persons. I'll leave you with this. We had somebody in the pilot go through. She finished 100%, went from not being able to walk to being able to now walk around her neighborhood without a walker or a scooter. And we're changing lives. If you know anybody struggling with balance issues, frequent falls, or fear of falling, please make sure to send them towards our website or give them my contact information. They can go on our website. This is a great gift, right? And if you have any contacts in this industry, please also send them our way. We're looking to make relationships in this field. Thank you again. My name is Stephanie. Have a blessed day.
Hello, my name is Kari Wolf, and I am the founder and CEO of My Undercover Agent, and we are helping realtors sell more homes by giving them a new and innovative way to engage with their customers. Did you know that realtors can only spend 11% of their time with their customers because 89% of their time is spent on non-core administrative tasks? That's where we come in. We are compiling the data that realtors need to service their customers. And we lovingly refer to ourselves as Google for Realtors. So the frustration is this: realtors spend far too much time doing research for their customers because there's no one source solution for them to access the data they need. The additional frustration lies with not being able to access that data quickly when time is of the essence. So the solution is this: My Undercover Agent compiles the most sought after data, and better yet, maintains that data all in a one-source solution. It's the data they need to elevate their customer service and in turn be more successful by being more productive and efficient, allowing them to sell more homes. So now I want you to put on your real estate hat. Think to when you last bought or sold real estate and the amount of questions you had along the way. Was one of them the most famous one? How much do you think that might cost? Would you have benefited from immediate pricing information when time was of the essence? Or maybe it was more about lifestyle. Were you a golfer wanting to know about nearby courses? Or possibly a boater inquiring about bridge heights? Or maybe it was about wanting to understand closing costs and home inspection types? Or even as simple as just wanting to compare amenities from various communities or new construction products? Well, My Undercover Agent has compiled all of those data sets as well as many more for our realtors. And with a simple click of a button, they can create beautiful, interactive, agent-branded reports and send off to you, their customer. So we are a web-based, patent-pending customer service database, and we are first to market. And while there's different data segments out there in various apps and platforms, none offer them all under one roof until now. Our traction to date has been successful. We've onboarded agents as well as advertisers, and we're looking forward to our upcoming pilot launch. Our business model is a monthly subscription-based service at $44.95 per month, and we have created discount tiers as well as royalty structures for our brokerages and local boards of realtors. Additional value is given to our business advertisers beyond a typical banner ad. They can actually create sample estimates within our platform as well as attach brochures. So with 6 million homes sold last year, those buyers and sellers needed data to make an informed decision. And with the average agent spending between 5 and 20 hours researching that data, now with My Undercover Agent, they will have quick access to the data they need to service their customers. So thank you for allowing me to introduce you to My Undercover Agent. And if you happen to know someone in the real estate industry, whether that's an agent, a broker, or even a business that services the real estate industry, we would greatly love an introduction so that we can share with them how we're planning to disrupt the real estate industry and benefit their business and help realtors sell more homes.
TWO39 Labs is focused on helping technology startup founders scale and grow their business. It's also a tremendous resource to Southwest Florida as we're attracting new and diverse companies to the region. These companies can have tremendous growth when they have success in the future.
What's going on, guys? Liz here from Learn Robotics.
Hey everybody, Dave and Jeff here, coming to you from TWO39 as a joint Week 6 update on the Startup Accelerator.
Hey everyone, this is Connor Fermender, CEO and founder at Endeavor.
Hello everyone, it's Yara Carrizo here, co-founder of Propsy.
Hi everyone, Stephanie here with SWFL Steps.
Hey 239 cohort, so here's my undercover agents, week number 5 recap.
One of the most exciting things that came out of week 2 for me personally was that the FGCU Senior Web Developer team selected my company, Faven, as their senior project. And what that means for us is that we get a team of 4 dedicated seniors from FGCU who are going to work on Faven's MVP for a whole year. I don't know if you know what that means, but that is huge. I think that was meant for us. We were meant to be with the 239 Labs program, and I couldn't be more happy. I am incredibly thrilled at the opportunity to be working with these wonderful people. I mean, 239 Labs, Alex and Aaron, and also the mentors. They're standing in with me at these meetings and helping me make sure that I am communicating with these developers, because honestly, a lot of it is Russian, what they're saying. So to have these mentors who are experienced in the tech industry and know what we're talking about is a huge help for me. Wow, I can't wait to see what Faven looks like in 1 year from now when this project is all wrapped up and our MVP is ready to go. So once again, thank you so much 239 Labs. I don't know what else to say. Just a huge, heartwarmed thank you, thank you, thank you.
My skills in presentation and in pitching need improvement, I can tell by my last performances and by the commentary. When I speak, it tends to sometimes be a little bit confusing and not on point. So my goal for the remainder of the program is to perfect my pitch, to be able to communicate the amazing product that we have in hands, and to be able to do this in a period of 5 minutes or less, to grab the people's attention and to be the best presenter I can be for my company.
Really great presentations like Bill Nemeth on how to sell more effectively, and spin selling is one of the things that we've kind of used in our process, which makes us ask more questions of our customers rather than just sell them our product. So the more we can find out about them, the easier it is to close. We can offer them a real solution that is going to help their business and really puts us in the most positive light by making that sales cycle a little bit longer, to learn a little bit more about them, to make the close easier. So we've gotten a lot out of those types of things, and from where we started to where we are out now, it's like night and day. And I think it's going to lead to a lot more closes for us, and it's going to be a lot easier because we're getting to know so much more about our customers. So that's really important for us.
Yeah, really building those relationships, I think, has always been super important. And
relationship building is what it's all about.
How timing works out, but our seed round is open and we are actively looking for investors. And then the last 2 updates, I'd say, we recently were awarded a contract with the Broward County School District. So we're super excited. They have recently formed a work-based learning consortium, a group of local partners in the Broward County area that have awarded us a contract for that. So we'll be developing Broward County's internship and work-based learning portal that is going to be rolling out in 2021 as well.
So here's week number 8's recap for my undercover agent. It was certainly a great week for many reasons, but one of the things I really want to emphasize in this recap is, we have been through 8 weeks of the program, and each week full of great content, presenters, mentoring. But one of the things I'd really like to say thank you for is the personal connections that are being made. There's just a group of 7 startups who are truly building relationships that are going to go far beyond this cohort. And the support that 239 is giving us is just really fostering those relationships. And being a startup is a very difficult journey, and it's nice to have the personal connections with others that are on that same journey. And I truly feel that because of 239 and the way they've set this up, all of us as startups just feel personally invested into each other. And the fact that they are bringing connections and introductions, and that was one of our big wins this week.
It really helped us hone the process in, hone in our content. We've been able to eliminate a lot of things we were doing incorrectly, and we're already starting to see some of the fruits of that labor through our Google Analytics and our web traffic increase, and increases in weekly reach outs from companies that we've never heard of, so are starting to get with us more and more. I think on average 2 a week we're getting now, so it's pretty cool to see the fruits of that labor.
Creating that influx of traffic to our website, and then moved over courses. So all of the course creation and development had to happen, and that did not happen in 4 weeks. So it's been a culmination of many years. So I don't want anyone to think that this was just a magical event. You know, you join an accelerator and in 3 weeks you're getting large B2B deals. It's not the case, and I'm still learning as I go. So I'm just excited that things are slowly coming together, and
It's been super important. And
Relationship building is what it's all about. Relationships. Teamwork.
yes.
So thank you, Jeff and Dave, for that excellent closing in one of their presentations. Definitely appreciated that. Quick note for those of you that I hope everybody enjoyed all of the presentations, but for those of you that may have noticed that Yari and Propsy's presentation was a little bit of a different format. Unfortunately, due to commitments and social distancing and Propsy being based out of Miami, we were not yet able to record Yari's updated pitch. Looking forward to completing that soon. So with that said, we are on track. So let's take a quick break, and we will move back to the networking interface, and we will start back here at 7 o'clock to see the final 3 startup presentations and for some closing remarks. So looking forward to seeing you then. Hey, everybody, welcome back. I hope you had a good time networking and connecting with those that are here. We are going to jump right back into the content. So I'm just going to go ahead and share the video once again. And we will, let's see, make sure we get the right one here. And we will watch our last 3 presentations. So let's kick it off.
My name is April Caldwell, and I am the co-founder and CEO of Faven. Faven is a dual-sided marketplace that books mobile businesses and artisans, aka vendors, at local venues for curated pop-up shops, helping them create new ways to expand their customer base and increase their revenue through community collaborations. Quick story. My husband and I started a gourmet popcorn company in 2017, and even though the popcorn was delicious, because it wasn't made in a commercial kitchen, we couldn't sell at retail or online. That left us with very few options. We could sell at farmers markets, which were only held on weekends, or we could deliver it. And for people who were trying to make our business a full-time gig, there just weren't enough quality opportunities. Take this event, for example. I bet you think that being amongst animal carcasses was the worst of it, but you'd be wrong. After setting up here and selling for just a few minutes, a manager came by and told us that we weren't technically allowed to sell anything in their store. Meaning, I either had to pack up and waste all of the product that I had prepared for this event, or I had to give it away as samples to the patrons. Don't let that smile fool you. I was livid. So to get away from these awful events and other issues, we started going to local businesses and asking if we could set up our popcorn shop and sell at their venues. And we always got the same answer, a resounding yes. That's when we discovered the opportunity to connect venues with unused space and vendors who needed it. The list of vendor problems goes on and on, while venue owners have some major issues too. The main ones being affording their rent, generating additional revenue streams, driving traffic to their stores, and having time to do anything outside their usual business model. Faven is a dual-sided marketplace developed to maximize unused space at venues by booking mobile vendors to grow their customer base and tap into additional revenue streams. The solution is simple. Go to faven.com, create a profile as a vendor or venue, then create or search for an event. Finalize booking on the platform, and then when the event is over, go back and rate your vendor or venue experience. Faven will be first to market with a purpose-built platform which includes legal protection in the form of terms and conditions and legal disclaimers. It will have a much-needed rating system to help with quality of future events, a communication tool to minimize the back and forth between vendors and venues, and a search feature to help vendors find locations that are most desirable to them. To prove that there is a need for Faven, a quick search on Facebook for the term vendor group will turn up 95 exact results in group sizes ranging from 300 to 27,000 members. And of course, we will always be fighting the status quo with people who choose not to grow. Within a few weeks of COVID being in full effect, we launched a virtual branch of Faven called the Small Business Showcase. And since May, we've had 4 successful online shopping events where I've had the privilege of featuring underserved business owners in a QVC-style fashion. We've had veteran-owned, Black-owned, and women-owned businesses present to a live audience on Zoom talking about their why, their products or services, and any exclusive deals that they are offering to the Faven audience. This virtual platform has allowed Faven to generate revenue during COVID while creating dynamic partnerships throughout the U.S. And here's the Faven team. That's me and my husband Aaron, our COO. Together we have a combined total of over 30 years military experience and leadership, and some serious education. We have a team of 4 from FGCU building out our web application, currently scoping and building beta applications to be tested over the next year, and an advisory board comprised of local business owners, CEOs, and experts in entrepreneurship. Thank you for your time. Again, my name is April Caldwell, and you can reach out to me directly with the contact information listed here.
Hi, my name is Liz Miller. I'm a robotics engineer and the founder of Learn Robotics. Before we dive into what Learn Robotics is, I wanted to share with you a post that I saw on LinkedIn a few weeks ago about the rise of automation jobs. It said that there are going to be 85 million new automation jobs by 2025. That means if there was ever a better time to change careers, now is the time, and robotics is the industry. And what's cool about robotics is that it is the intersection of emerging technology. You have to learn about electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, and computer science. And together, all of these create the field of robotics. And as we start to see more people interested in these automation jobs, there's going to become an increasing demand for automation training programs. The problem is that because robotics is such a complex subject, it's very difficult to teach. You need to figure out what hardware to buy, where to buy it from, how much of it you need. You need to learn about what curriculum you are going to want to teach and the projects that you want your students to have, as well as classroom limitations, whether or not you can meet in person or if your classroom has to be virtual. Plus, you need to assign a knowledgeable instructor, which is oftentimes difficult to find and usually costs more money. That's why we created the Powered by Learn Robotics program. It is a proprietary learning program that helps you structure, innovate, and advance your robotics classroom. we provide you with a suite of tools that help you manage and grow a robotics program. You don't need any background to get started, and users can learn from anywhere, making it a remote-friendly, hybrid, or in-person classroom solution. It is turnkey. We provide you with hardware as well as the curriculum, and it easily scales no matter if you have a classroom of 10 people or a classroom of thousands of people. It's a consistent program that provides you with what you need to help people gain technical skills in an organized way. So this is our roadmap. Right now we're focused on onboarding new partner organizations into the Powered by Learn Robotics program. But by this time next year, our goal is to have 25 new partner organizations and around 700 new students in the Powered by Learn Robotics program. We also sell direct to individuals, so if you're somebody that wants to start taking courses and get ahead of the curve, we're going to be onboarding students into individual courses as well. And by next year at this time, our goal is to have 150 new individual users working in our platform and gaining technical skills. We do have some competition out there, but ours is the only program that allows you to learn from anywhere, no matter if your class is remote or in person or a mix of the two. We're also the only program that provides you with new hardware and up-to-date components every single year as long as you have an active membership. And finally, we are one-to-one, meaning every single student in your program gets to build the projects and create a technical portfolio. You don't have to worry about sharing parts or cross-contamination or any of that. Every student is given what they need and all the tools to be successful in an automation and hardware-based course. So over 10 years ago, I sat down at a computer and started to learn how to program my very first robot, and it completely changed the trajectory of my career. I went on to get a degree in robotics engineering from WPI, and then after that, I was able to travel around the country and work on industrial robots and mechatronic systems and manage multi-million-dollar manufacturing operations. And with all of that expertise, I've worked with some of the top educators in the country to develop standard-based curriculum to help any organization implement a highly technical robotics education program. So if you're interested in learning more about how the Powered by Learn Robotics program can be added to your school or to your organization, please reach out. And if you're an individual curious about how to start your own individual robotics journey, check out learnrobotics.org and sign up as an individual student. Thank you, and I look forward to building robots with you.
Hey everyone, my name is Connor Fermender, founder and CEO at Endeavor, and we are revolutionizing the way students explore their careers and passions across all school systems. In the recent years, the U.S. Department of Education has released the Every Student Succeeds Act, the Perkins 5 Act, as well as different state-by-state compliances that require our school systems to engage their students in a variety of career exploratory programs. But the problem is, over 90% of our schools are using an outdated paper trail process that leaves faculty exhausting over 30 hours per month each trying to facilitate all of this career exploration. This then affects further stakeholders, whereas over 70% of our employers report a gap in communication between themselves and the students, as well as a lack of retention in new hires coming out of school. This then leaves less than 45% of our student population feeling prepared for their career if they even have an idea of what that career path might be. So Endeavor has released a web-based software solution that streamlines all of this career placement and reporting for educators, offers free unlimited access to employers where we focus on enhanced matching and guaranteeing higher retention rates in new hires. And of course, our portals allow students to seamlessly navigate all these different opportunities from internships to full-time jobs, which allows them to start building their local network of employers. Also, to focus on one of our core features, we've built an hourly tracking functionality that students can upload their hours every time they work on the job, and this feature has the potential of saving a school district roughly $100,000 per school year. When working with vocational colleges, we charge them a $5,000 one-time implementation plus a $10,000 annual recurring license. And when working with school districts in the secondary ed level, we also charge them a $5,000 implementation plus $1.50 per student annual recurring. We also will be monetizing our employers, where we'll charge boosted posts, monetizing our enhanced matching algorithm, and also charging conversion fees, where we'll capture a 2.5% conversion rate on the first year salary of new applicant hires. When I've incubated the idea back in January of 2019, I ran it through the FGCU School of Entrepreneurship, and then I raised $10,000 between some family and friends, which allowed me to build my MVP. When I launched my MVP, I piloted with 2 school systems, the School District of Lee County and Florida Gulf Coast University, where we saw over 80 employers registered, over 1,000 active students registered, and over 55 jobs listed that range from full-time to internships to service learning. Most recently, I've hired a product development team of 4, and I've recently closed a license with the Broward County School District. Our market approach has been that of a regional launch where I form partnerships with different strategic entities ranging from the Future Makers Coalition to Southwest Florida Inc. to the Naples Chamber, as well as a recent partnership with the Florida Department of Education, who has invited us to demo at statewide meetings held with the Department of Education in all Florida districts. We also focused on 3 sustainable development goals here in our community: quality education, an economic workforce, as well as reduce inequalities. I myself am a single founder and CEO, and I have over 2.5 years of experience in the ed tech space, and I also sit on multiple college, career, and community advisory boards. My development team has a combined experience of over 10 years in the ed tech space, and our strategic advisory board has over 60 years of combined experience also in the ed tech space. I've been through multiple incubators and accelerators, from Y Combinator Startup School to 239 Labs, Fusion Point, Connective, as well as FGCU's Runway program. I appreciate your time, and if you're a school district on the secondary ed level, or if you're vocational college on the post-secondary ed level, I highly encourage you to reach out, and I would love to schedule a demo with you so we can show you the services and the great functionality that our platform serves for your students. Thank you so much.
Great job, Connor, and great job to everybody. Really appreciate the amount of effort and time that you put into making sure that these pitches are refined, and great presentations. Now, next up, just a few remarks. I've had the opportunity to work extremely closely with all of these founders over the last few weeks, many weeks actually. So just to give some insight on the experience in working with each of them, and some of the progress that they've made. So Yari from Propsy. So, definitely the shining light of positivity. Constantly grateful for every opportunity that she's had through this program, and laser focused on not only strengthening her own performance, but sharing the content with her team. Over the last 10 weeks, Propsy has brought on a tremendous new CTO, and is currently in discussions with multiple VCs about their fundraising efforts. So really exciting initiatives there. Connor with Endeavor. So definitely Connor, anybody that knows Connor, the Energizer bunny of the group. Connor has unlimited energy, going through a rebrand, implementing a new product team, winning that new pilot that he spoke about, and organizing calls to get as much info from every subject matter expert, every mentor that we have in the program. There's no question that Connor has the fire and the passion to succeed. April and Aaron, absolutely tremendous, of Faven, excuse me, absolutely tremendous team based in Tampa. They don't they don't let that keep them from being fully integrated into the 239 Labs culture. They've made significant strides towards their MVP release, completely reworked their financial projections, and leveraged the network to start lining up their first users as soon as their product is ready. And in-person events are going strong once again, which I'm sure we all hope is sooner rather than later. Jeff and Dave from Tailored, you guys are hilarious. Probably the most consistent thread throughout the entire program. Always there, always providing feedback. They've brought on 3 new trials and a paid pilot just in the last few weeks. It's phenomenal to see how quickly they process the content and guidance from their mentors and apply it immediately. Liz from Learn Robotics, a resident tech expert. Liz lives, eats, breathes Learn Robotics, and it clearly, it's obvious, it shows. Over the course of the program, her pitch has progressed immensely. She's landed her first enterprise deals and leveraging her growing network to open doors locally and nationally. So tremendous work there with Liz, Stephanie, and Emily from Stabilized Steps. You know, if you've watched Wing News, you may have seen Stephanie recently. Stabilized Steps was featured due to the impact they're having on local seniors and their ability to get around on their own. Using techniques that we've discussed and customer research, Stabilized Steps has secured pilots for their new Stable Life system, and we're extremely excited to see where that takes them. And Kari from My Undercover Agent. Kari holds me accountable and is a stickler for details. There's no question. During the time in the program, Kari has landed her first paying clients, secured additional funding, and has a pilot in the works for one of the largest real estate brokers in Southwest Florida. I'm truly blessed to have shared the last 10 weeks with you all and participate in your entrepreneurial journey. I'm extremely excited to see where you all go from here. Now, plug time, okay? So my hope is that you've seen what we're doing here at 239 and believe in it and want more interaction with us. How can you do that? Well, you can join us for the final pitch event December 10th at 4 p.m. You will get to see complete live pitches and see who gets awarded the $5,000 award for the best pitch. The link to register is on the left-hand side. When we go back to the networking floor plan, you will see the final pitch logo there. It's on left center. So you can go ahead and click there and get yourself registered. You can also apply or share with your contacts who might be interested about our next cohort starting in February of 2021. You can learn more about our next cohort and that process by clicking on the 239 Labs logo on the right-hand side of the floor plan. If you're interested to mentor, present, or support our efforts in any way, you can reach out to us at info@239labs.com. This is listed in the upper right-hand side of the floor plan in our little billboard area there. And then finally, if you enjoyed the content that we shared, our video content, the platform, the graphic design, etc., then thank you again to the 239 Media team for putting all that content together. You can learn more about their services by clicking on, you guessed it, the 239 Media logo in the upper right-hand corner of the floor plan, or go to 239media.com. And before we wrap up, one final statement. Obviously I'm here, have you guys captive. So I do just want to make a quick statement. This group of people supporting and participating in the Labs program has sacrificed time, family, money, and so much more in one way or another to lift each other up. They are an inspiration to me, and I believe they are likely an inspiration to you as well. Sorry, just had to make sure I didn't get cut off there. So we have chosen to lift each other up because we have one common goal: to leave the world better than we found it, and hopefully make a little money along the way, regardless of beliefs, history, affiliation, preference, color, or any other potential difference. We've worked together to build something because we believe in the cause and respect one another. Please stay safe, respect one another, have spirited debate, but focus on lifting others up as you go through your day to day in life. We need it now more than ever. With everything that's going on in the world today, I'm just very excited to be a part of this group to help keep me and to keep my family level-headed with all of the challenges. So thank you all for spending this time with us. I hope that we see you all again for the live presentations December 10th. We'll have live judging. We'll have a keynote presentation from Michael Cohen from Denton's. So I really hope that you can make it. It's been great having you. And with that being said, I am going to wrap things up, and we still have a few minutes left here till 7:30 to have some final words with one another. So thanks again, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Good night.